Here we go. Hello and welcome. Welcome to my new stream of Rap House Simulator. I hope you're doing well. I haven't played this before. Apparently we've got people dancing in the background, which is pretty cool. Welcome to Rap House Simulator. Raps are hot. Orders are wild. The kitchen officially open for business. Enjoy the chaos. We don't need to see this again. Okay, before we do anything, let's turn the music down. All right. Now we've lost the music. Let's have it about there. Okay. We can always go back into options in a minute. There's no music? What have we got? Okay, WSAD, yep. Shift is sprint, not a problem. Left mouse button interaction, which is normal. Use is E. I'm sure it'll bring up, hopefully, things. Right. Emotes is T. I have to remember that. Hang on. Use is E, T, emotes. Crouch. Is sprint. I'm pretty sure that's the same for all over, but we'll see. Anyway, let's do new game. Single player mode. Customers get a little impatient, but nothing wild. Starting money at 1,250. Single mode gives you early staff access, adjusts customer rates and more, but you can't change this later or invite friends. That's fine. I don't know anyone else playing this, so we'll wait and see. Okay. We stand on tables, apparently. Tutorial, restocking, use the highlighted computer to restock some of the restaurant supplies. Chicken doner. I'm thinking something just moved. Chicken doner, lettuce case, and lavish package. So the highlighted computer. Okay. Can we just have a look? We can, Pat. I got a heart. Hang on, emotes. Can I not see my own emotes? Oh. I've just seen this. Hang on. You could have a snow war. A snowball war. That is so cool. Oh, what's this? Okay. We so have to look at that at night time. Oh, and there's more over there too. No, please don't. It's got my name up there. Okay. I'm just having a nosy. Oh, is that the highlighted? Okay, we should really get... And it leaves footprints as well. That's pretty cool. But watch out. If someone gets short of a carrot, we'll be in trouble. All right. So we've got nothing in here. The certificate. Why do you read this? Insert your name here. And signature. I like that. All right. Garbage bin. I picked it up. I can't see a thing. Is there a big bin? Can we empty into the bin? No. I should really follow what they're telling me to do. Oh, they're all full. The base, ingredients, sauce, drinks. Okay. Soup station. Oh, that looks pretty dirty. The grill. Donor station. Meat trays. Shovel. Sweet, I don't think you're meant to be in the kitchen. You are very nice. I'm pretty sure you're not meant to be in the kitchen. Oh my goodness. Oh, hang on. Apparently you've got somewhere to sleep back here. Okay. I don't want to have rubbish there. Pretzel dog. Okay, you can't go in there. Santa! There you go. You can have a sleep now. Good job. If I pat you, you'll get out, won't you? I wasn't close enough. All right. Tutorial. Oh, they're doing delivery. Okay. If I read the first line, it would have told me. Delivering online orders. After unlocking online orders from upgrades, you can activate them on the new screen. Once active, you'll start receiving orders. Oh my God. We're going to have customers coming in and online orders. And I'm assuming there's going to be like a drive. Is that like the drive-through as well? Hope not. I did Fast Food Simulator. I could just handle the counter by myself, but I had to turn the drive-through off. I couldn't do it. There was too many customers, and for only one person doing all the cooking and the serving, and then the delivering until you got your deliverers. Nah. Online orders may include more than one wrap. To deliver, simply place the ordered wraps inside the takeout packages. Then put the full takeout packages of delicious wraps, of course, into the motor carrier's bag. That's it. Delivery complete. That's pretty cool. That's delivering. Changing your restaurant's name. To change your restaurant's name, click the edit icon on the top right of the desktop. From there, you can set the name to whatever you like. Let's just do that now. Top right, edit, change the shop's name. And it's a new name. Jasper's House. There we go. Change. Jasper's House. That's so cool. Tutorial. All right. So we've read about that. Changing. Serving food. Once you've done prepping, grab the tray and serve the food to your customers. The faster you are, the more tips you'll earn. Serving cold drinks helps with the tips. Serving cold drinks helps with the tips. I would assume that if they give you an order and it includes a drink, that you get it all at once, put it on the tray and then serve it. Because I don't think there's a game where you would... I can hear something in the background. That's music. I don't think there's a game that you give them food and then come back with the drink later. Because I think once you give them the tray, if it's missing the drink, then you get less money because you haven't given them the full order. Anyway, okay. Using the frying station. Take the oil, pour it in the fryer. This is just like fast food simulator. This is what we used to do. Then add the frozen potatoes, let them fry. Once they're ready, pour them into the fry station. Grab some fry wrappers, fill them with crispy fries and stack them up to serve your customers, sometimes on wraps too. Okay, so sometimes on wraps too. We'll have to wait and see what recipes we've actually got to see, because I imagine once we put the fries in the actual wrappers, you can't take them out again. So then if you need some to put on wraps, you'll need to leave some aside. Now, I'm assuming once you put the fries in the actual, what do they call it? The fry station, that they stay warm. If you fill the, wrappers up, then they're ready to go. So that will save a bit of time if you prep all this beforehand. So that's pretty cool. Product saving and storage. Okay. If you see only the save icon, place the product in the cabinet. We'll save it for the next day. If there's a cross on the icon, it won't be saved. Once placed in the cabinet, the icon will change to a check mark, confirming the product is saved for the next day. Where's the... If you see only the save icon, place the product in the cabinet. It'll save it for the next day. If there's a cross on an icon, it won't be saved. The icon will change to a check mark, confirming the product is saved for the next day. And I'm sure if that picture was bigger, we could see. I'm assuming on the left-hand side, that's got a red cross. It won't be saved. So if it won't be saved, I'm assuming you have to bin that. I'm sure we'll work it out when we get to it. Chopping and storing ingredients. After chopping the ingredients for your wrap, you can store them in the ingredient cup. This way you'll have, that's not a cup. This way you'll have a more efficient and, oh my gosh. Who's that? Lou, how you going? Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm sitting here yabbering to myself. Lou's another wonderful streamer. Been playing Black Myth, have you? I missed your last one or so streams. I'm just going to start this one. This is called Wrap House Simulator. So I'm doing Supermarket Simulator. I've just done an episode of that. Last night or yesterday, I did a bookshop simulator. I love my simulators. And this is called Wrap House Simulator. It actually reminds me of Fast Food Simulator. So, yeah, it's a lot of the same things. I wouldn't be surprised if the same people did the same thing. So I was just having a look at the instructions, the tutorial, and then we'll get into it. Well, we've got a little bit of time before I pick up my son. I'm hoping maybe I can jump back on this later on tonight. How have you been anyway? I hope you've been well. This way you have more efficient and organized way to use the ingredients when preparing the wrap. Yeah, well, you get everything prepared ahead of time. Yep, that's fine. Chopping. All right, grilling meat. It's pretty intimidating, this huge grill. All right, hold E to unwrap the packaged meat. What if you don't unwrap it? Can you cook the paper in two? Would that burn it? Then place it on the grill. Let it cook, but be careful not to burn it. You can monitor the cooking process on the left side of the name tag. Hang on. Once it's fully cooked, grab a meat tray and while holding it, click on the cooked meat to collect it. Oh, that's all right then, so you don't have to pick it up individually. Do you have to turn it? So there's a tray. That cooks pretty quickly though. So ease to go into things. So you unwrap it. I can't see him unwrapping it though. Okay, don't know. We'll be able to see anyway. That was grilling, preparing wrapped ingredients. After chopping the doner ingredients, why do they call it doner? I don't know. On the cutting board, place them in the ingredients tray. This allows you to easily grab them while wrapping. Oh, that's what it's called, is it? Doner. Oh, that must be what the wrap's called. After chopping the ingredients cutting board, place them in the ingredients tray. It allows you to easily grab them while wrapping the doner. So you can't grab them from the board? Okay. Tips and tricks. Hold a meat tray and click on a pile of sliced doner to collect all pieces at once. You can also collect cooked chicken and beef skewers the same way. For fries, place them on the fry station once cooked. Use a potato cup to fill and transfer them easily to the tray. So you cut a heap of meat. Okay. You can also collect the cooked chicken and beef skewers. Okay, that's fine. The fries, place them on the fry station. Once cooked, use a potato cup to fill and transfer them easy on the tray. That's what I actually did with the fast food simulator. We had to do chicken nuggets as well. So I cooked a number of the chicken nuggets. No, I don't think I did it with the fries because once you took them out of the fry thing, I think they started to cool down. The chicken nuggets didn't. So I put 4 things of chicken nuggets and I put them over on the counter. And then when I'd done a tray and it needed nuggets, I put the tray down ready to serve, put the nuggets on, and then I made the tray ready and served it. But they look like, I wonder if the chips don't cool down. Okay. Okay. That's tips and tricks. Okay, so that's just holding a tray. So I imagine rather than taking them off individually, we'll have to check to see whether they've got the temperature for the chips and if they start cooling down. Because if you give the customers cold chips, they don't really like that. And I can understand that for sure. Frying and storing falafel and fries. You can fry falafel and fries using the fryer, but be careful not to burn them. First, buy frying oil and fill the fryer. Yep. Place the items into the baskets to cook. Store the fries in the potato cups, potato holders, or in ingredients trays. Falafels can be stored in ingredients trays for quick access. So it sounds like you can cook them and then get them to where you're serving things rather than running backwards and forwards. So instead of nuggets, we've got falafels. And I'm pretty sure we should probably leave some fries in the actual frying thing. Where is it? Store fries in potato cups, potato holders, or ingredients trays. Can you store fries where they've, see where they put the falafels? I wonder if you can actually store the fries there. Because if you can do that, and if they don't cool down, then you can have things stored ready for serving over at the serving bench, and you just need to grab a cup, do that, and then put it on the tray. Do you know what I mean? So if you have the falafels and the fries, and you have like the cups over to the side, if they want a cup of chips, you grab a cup and you do that. Or whether, if there's no temperatures, you can just have some chips ready to go, which it does mean at the end of the day that you might throw some out. But if it's not that busy and if you could have it over at the counter, then you could just wait or have the chips where you're making up um, making up the orders. That's interesting. That would be interesting. All right. Using sauces. To use sauce, first buy a sauce container. Okay. Fill the sauce bottle by pressing E near the container. Then use left mouse button, I'm assuming LMB, to squeeze it into the wrap. Hang on. So you don't have to go backwards and forwards, you just press. Yep, you just press it once on the thing and it does the snake look by itself. Okay. I'm pretty sure it should show us on there, like it's showing fill and pressing for the button. Yep. Cooking and storing the doner. Hold E to open the doner package, then place it on the doner station. Once cooked, hold E again to slice it and use the shovel to move the pieces into the meat tray. After cutting the cooked parts, if the rest is raw, you can remove it from the doner station and store it in the cold room for the next day. So that's putting it on. They're fast forwarding, and then it's cooked enough and they're slicing until it's raw, and then they're putting it back in there, and that's showing a little blue icon for save. And that's got a tick to say yes, it's saved. So you'll take the wrap off, put it on, and then it takes however long for cooking. Okay, that's going to be interesting to work out the timing of that. And I wonder if it gets burnt, whether it's just the outside bits burnt, and you can scrape them off, put that in the bin and keep going with the rest of it. You would assume you'd be able to do that. All right, upgrading kitchen stations. Kitchen stations and tools start in poor condition, so I noticed. You can upgrade them from the upgrade section of the computer. Upgraded stations not only look better, but also provide useful bonuses. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So we can look at upgrading things. That's pretty cool. Customizing and expanding. You can customize both the kitchen and dining area with different styles to match your preferred look. You can also expand your diner to unlock scenic views and add more tables for your customers, which means you'll get more business and it'll get busier. You've only got one person. I hope they're allowed staffing. How to use a waiter. Okay, that's good. Making and serving soup. To make soup, start by adding either an onion or a tomato. Then hold the E key to open the water. Once the pot is filled, wait for the soup to start cooking. When the progress reaches around 50%, hold E again to stir the soup. After that, let it continue cooking until it's done. Be careful not to overcook. Once ready, serve the soup using soup cups. So stirring, soup cups. Okay, so put onion or whatever first, then they'll put water, and they've stirred, and they'll put it in. All right, we'll find out about that later. How to use waiter. How to use waiter? How to use a waiter? He's crossing his arm. For your waiter to serve, pick up the receipt with the correct table number from the counter near the register. Place it on the tray. Once the order is ready, press E on the tray and the waiter will deliver it to the table. Just like Fast Food Simulator. Brilliant. All right, what are we looking at? Okay, so we've done the tutorial. Hang on. Okay, escape gets us out of it. Can we have a different picture on the background? What do you mean blackjack? Customize. Christmas tree. Oh, is that outside? And we can have Christmas decorations. What's the difference? They look like they've got, is it salt and pepper? I don't know. Oh, the floor. It'd be good if I read. Okay. The dining tables. So that's better. They don't have graffiti and whatever else on them. And then you've got the walls. Okay. Workspace. Yeah, looks more. Yeah, brilliant. The walls. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay. I know we've got a lot of money, but we need to buy stuff. Excuse me. So it's active. Oh, they get views coming soon. All right, so we're only going to be able to get up to a certain level in here. That's fine. It'll still be fun. Grill, soup station. So level 10, I think, is the highest I've seen so far. Staff. Grade 13. Okay. Cashier, waiter, and busser. Or is it busser or booser? I don't know. I think that's the person. They clear the tables and they grab the money for us. And the waiter takes the food and the cashier stands and takes the money. Oh, okay, that's for taking a loan. No, we, we're going to play and muck around ourselves. Oh, wow, stuff over there. Okay. Use the highlighted computer to restock some of the restaurant's supplies. Chicken donor, lettuce case, and lavish package. Red, green, blue, white. I don't think we should press it. I don't know if you can press it or not. The cat's gone. All right. Can we go behind here? Are you real? Hello? Are you fake? Okay. Doesn't do anything. All right, what are we looking? Chicken donor. So chicken, lettuce, lavish. Chicken, lettuce, lavish. Oh, it's only giving us stuff anyway. This product should be stored cold and uncooked. So 20 pieces. So lavish, you get 10 pieces. Holds 10 wraps per pack. So is that like 100? 4 large lettuce, heads ready for chopping. The only thing is I don't know how many people we're going to get. Chachi, hello, how are you? Good evening, boys and girls, cats and squirrels, ladies and gentlemen. That is wonderful. How are you, Chachi? How are you going? Chachi's another wonderful person. You were just chatting last time, were you? I hope you've been well. All right. I have no idea how much to order. You good? Just got to work. How's the family? Going well. My son's working, which he finishes in about 25 minutes. So I've only got a little bit more time. I was just having a look at this quickly. Oh, more than welcome, always. And my daughter went off to the library to book in her next subjects for this year for uni. So it's her third year in uni, so and her last year. But we've had 2 universities join, and the courses and that have been changed. So she wasn't sure what subjects that she studied that she's been given, like she's passed, because some of those courses have changed. So they're all not sure whether they'll get passes for them. And because the course has changed, there's some subjects which have now been taken out and new ones put in. So she had to wait to get an email back from the course counselor or whoever to sort of say, look, this is what I've done. What do I need to do to finish, because everything's merged and it's a bit of a mess, because she sat down and tried to work it out and she had no idea. But she's got the email back, and yeah, so she said she's going to go to the library. It'll make her sit and work things out and she'll get it done. And she's been gone for hours, so I think she's caught up with a friend as well. I haven't had a text from her to go, Mum, can you come pick me up? So we're doing well at the moment, but they're both doing fantastic. And we've got a nice cool day today. Our heat wave's finished. Those on the east coast of Australia, they've got about 40-degree day, which is, I think it's about 104 or something, or just over 104 Fahrenheit. But we're at 22 today, which is really nice. I think that's around 70 odd or something. So, yeah, I've got all the doors and windows open and everything. It's a beautiful day today. All right, here we go. Look, Santa. Oh, it's here. Okay. I saw them put it here, so that's where I'm going to put it. Unpackage. I don't want it unpackaged. Okay. It's a bit intimidating when you're holding it. It's like right here in your face. All right. Where do these have to be put? This product should be stored cold and uncooked. Okay. Doesn't say to store them cold. No, no, no. Okay. Left picks up one, right does the whole lot. I was going to left click on it again. Well, at least we know the trucks and everything won't go away. So it'll just be sitting there waiting for us, which is really cool. Okay. We don't put this in here, do we? Hey, cat. Yeah, I know. It doesn't say. Cook and cut your donor at the donor station. Cut some lettuce. Open your lavish package. When you're ready, you can interact with the sign to start the day. Whoa. E. Unpackage. Okay? And then we're meant to cook that and cut some lettuce. Yeah, just hang on. Do you know? No, 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 no. Can I pick? Oh, you got to press E. I only got that. What? Okay. Hell no. You're coming with me. All right. I wonder if you can have more than one lettuce on there, like whether I can put another one on there and cut it up. What do I do with the crates? What? E unpackage? There's nothing to unpackage in there. I don't know what I'm meant to do with that. Okay. Right click. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Cook and cut your doner at the doner station. Cut some levers. That's not intimidating or anything. Let me tell you, it is. Cook. How do I tell when it's ready? Does it go green? Okay, it's filling up with green. So then we have to stop. I can do that. I don't want to move because I'll burn it. When I did Fast Food Simulator, I used to burn the patties because I tried to do too many things at once. So we've cut some lettuce. That's not a problem. We need to get a packet of the lavish. How do I turn a... Okay. And can I leave it there for the day? Shovel. Okay. Right click. If you left click, you take a serving out. All right. No. Can we have them here? Okay. When you're ready, you can start. All right. Okay. I don't know. Okay. That's safe. My goodness. Let's hope that's okay. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to look at rating out. I've got to pick my son up from work in 15 minutes. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to do at least a day's trading. I will look at coming back on in a few hours once I've got my son home and got everything ready and out for tea. So keep an eye out, please. If you'd like to, it'd be great. If not, then you'll always be able to jump on my channel and have a look to see what streams and that I've done. So if you wouldn't mind hanging around just for me to raid out to somebody, that would be brilliant. That's for those watching on Twitch. For those watching on YouTube, check out my next one. I'll put this one down as a tutorial, so then we'll work out all the basic things. And yeah, it'd be cool if we can throw snowballs at someone outside. That'd be lots of fun. So yeah, win-win-win. Thanks, Chachi. This looks like it's going to be a bit fun. It only goes to level 10 or something. So I think they're still doing updates and everything. It's kind of like what Fast Food Simulator was like. But I still think it's got the capabilities of being a lot of fun. I'm not sure how many people can play it all at once. But you could have a lot of fun with it. You know, just something simple, nothing too serious, and just a muck around. So but it does look a lot like Fast Food Simulator. So we should do all right at it. Fingers crossed. But anyway, please stay with me. For those watching on YouTube, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, please stay with me.